people pay their energy bill and their wireless bill, I get a royalty check.
How does that work?
That's what I hear 98 out of 100 times. Now, who's asking who? But, Jerry, I have a full-time job. Okay, I had a full-time job. I was a construction worker. So what do you say with your job, and how do you bring stream into the conversation? So when I had a job, I would say, well, during the day, I'm a construction worker and it pays the bills. But when I'm not there, I own my own business and I'm creating wealth. Well, what kind of business? What do you mean you're creating wealth? Well, you know how everybody gets... See how simple that is? Well, you know how everybody gets an electric bill? You know how everybody gets a wireless bill? Well, every month when they pay their bill, I don't say I get an MEI check. Whoa, what's an MEI check? I don't use network marketing terms. You know why? They don't know what an upline is, crossline, hairline. And a confused mind does what? It always says,
It's too much.
hey, I want to introduce you to my executive director. He's my upline executive director. Not only does it confuse them, but if they've ever had anybody else in direct sales or network marketing in any other company, they go, oh, you could make residual income. So when you use the word, and I know some of you are going to go, golly, I never thought of it like this. But when you use terms like residual income, if they've ever heard that term before, and it was one of those, you're toast. So why do we use words that talk people out of it? Because we just don't know. All right? It's that simple. We just don't know the words that will create a no versus a yes. So I don't use the word customer. I don't use residual. I certainly don't use MEI. I don't use upline, downline, all that stuff. Okay? I make it simple where they can understand, like getting a royalty check. The other day, I said that to a lady, and she goes, oh no, I said to her, this is what I said. I said, who was the highest paid entertainer last year? She goes, I don't know, Beyonce? I go, I don't know, who else do you think? And she said some lady, I don't even know who it is, Nicki Minaj. Is that an entertainer?
Sounds like it.
I don't know, Jeff.
Yeah.
Seriously. I'm an old fat white guy. I mean. Right. So she goes, Nicki Minaj. And I said, no. Well, who was it? Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson? He's been dead for 7 years. There's no way. I said, no, he was the highest paid entertainer last year. How could he get paid? He's dead. I said, royalty income. Royalty income? I go, yeah, remember when he was 5 years old, he wrote a song called ABC? That's a fact. He was 5 years old. They still play that song on the radio. They use it for commercials. And his family gets royalty checks. She goes, well, who gets the check? He's dead. His family. Oh. And what do you do again? Well, you know how everybody gets an electric bill? Yeah. You know how everybody gets a wireless bill? Yeah. Well, when they pay their bill, I get a royalty check. She looked at me, how do you do that? Okay? Now, when I have a conversation with somebody, there's 4 parts of it, okay? And I'm going to give you the correct order. It's building rapport. And rapport is not this. Guy walks into a bar, he sits down next to a lady, so you come here often? That's not building rapport. Okay? That's not an icebreaker. Rapport is saying things where you both agree. Here's an easy example. If we went to China, and there's 1 billion Chinese people, and we're in a city, and we're surrounded by Chinese people, and I see one of you, and I don't know who you are, but you got a Phillies cap on. Instantly, do we have rapport? Because we're more similar than dissimilar. In fact, you're a Phillies fan. Where do you live? I live in King of Prussia. King of Prussia, I live in Houston. We're almost neighbors. right? We're more similar than dissimilar. So to build rapport, you say things that they will automatically agree with. For instance, fact, it got chilly this morning.
Yeah.
Fact, it was raining this morning. 2 facts that they will agree with, and their subconscious mind is going, well, wait a minute. This guy just said 2 things that I agree with, and if I agree with him, and I'm always right, meaning them, well, if I'm always right and he believes like I believe, well, then he can be trusted. It literally happens that fast. So I might say something like this. Everybody knows we're still in a tough economy. Everybody's head's going like this. And most people don't have enough set aside for retirement. But see, some people have figured out how to get a raise without asking their boss. What? Get a raise without asking my boss? How's that work? Now who's asking who? So that's rapport. Icebreaker is how you introduce stream into the conversation. The close, what typically they call the close,